What is going on, YouTube community? Salos, back with another video. Bit frustrated today. Tried to make this video before I posted it to YouTube. Didn't like it, so I'm remaking it. So if you watched it, don't watch this one. Bit frustrated today. Quit smoking cigarettes so that could have a part in it. Got myself an e-cig like the metal theologian. So today I got fucked out of $1,200. Just mind-boggling. I worked for the state of Utah, and apparently, if you have days without pay, they can apply your vacation to those days, and you won't get paid for those days. This is news to me. So fuck them, right? So I'm not going to be buying anything new. Like I've said in previous videos, I'm going through treatment right now, so I don't have a job at the moment. Just working on staying sober, staying positive. Just a big swirl of fucking negativity sweeping into my life today. But, yeah, I really appreciate you guys out there. You leave comments. It's always positive. When I post videos, it's cool to see what you guys have to say, have conversations with people. It's just something that's really positive in my life right now, and I really appreciate you guys. But if you guys are curious what's playing in the background, you should already know this is Sleep Volume 1. Awesome stuff. Been really obsessing about Japanese hardcore. In my journey to music, I found Japanese hardcore pretty early. Pretty well versed in the 80s bands. 1990s stuff was more obscure to me. Was never really turned on to them. Eric Bauer out there, he showed me a lot of cool bands. Shout out to you, dude. You're awesome. But I've been really obsessing about all this shit. I have some Japanese stuff to show you today, some other stuff, a couple gems. Let's just get started. This is a band from Japan. This is Zoe. Zoe is more on the darker side of things when it comes to Japanese hardcore. Not as strange as like Gizm. They're more straightforward, but they have created their own sound. Japanese bands, some of them have a tendency to sort of sound the same, but these guys definitely stick out from the crowd. If you're into like proto black metal stuff, hardcore music on the more extreme side of things, you'll definitely like this. If you're looking to get into Japanese hardcore and you like black metal and stuff, check out Zoe. They're fucking awesome. This came just on black vinyl. This is a 2011 release. The cover opens up like this. The back of it. You got the Unlawful Assembly compilation right there. Really cool compilation. Have to pull that out one of these days. But that's Zoe. Check them out. You're missing out, man. One of my favorite things in my collection are the compilations I own. Some of them are expensive. Some of them are like mid-priced. This is one I really appreciate. This is International Peace Benefits. You got war on one side, peace. This was put out by Radical Records in 1984. There's so many bands on this thing. So much great stuff. This is a double LP. A cool thing about this release is it also comes with a zine. Let's see. I'll show you guys this. Don't want to go through every single page, but this is definitely worth your money. So many great bands. You got the Subhumans, you got the Execute, you got Gizm, of course. There's one really cool picture in here. You got the Execute. Great Punk Kids right there. That is also an amazing compilation. The zine's amazing. This is a list of the bands that's on the compilation. Like I said, that's a lot of fucking bands. Some of my favorites off of this are Dirty Rotten Imbeciles, Conflict, Subhumans, The Execute, Gizm, Crass, Mob 47, Trash, DOA, just so many. This compilation is over 60 minutes long, but every time I listen to it, I listen to it all the way through. It's that good. But this is definitely worth your money. If you're just barely getting introduced to hardcore music, I tell you to check this thing out, just because it has so many bands. It has a zine that goes with it, so you can kind of learn about the bands. Some Japanese bands on it as well, but that is the International Peace Benefit compilation. Really cool. Happy to have that. Next release. This is somewhat of like a compilation. Not sure the name of this release. I can't really find this. This is just like on a printed piece of paper. It's a floppy. This is definitely very old. Some really great bands on this. Flexi. You got Hyrax, a song from their first studio album. Then the rest of the tracks are unreleased stuff by these bands. You got the Execute from Japan, Lip Cream from Japan, Concrete Socks from the UK. They inspired bands like Napalm Death, other grindcore bands from the UK. Concrete Socks don't get enough recognition, in my opinion. They inspired a lot of people, but nobody really talks about them. And Sacrilege, sort of axe grindery. I think I just made up a word. Amoebicsy. Just sort of that dirty DB sound put into speed metal is what it is. Sacrilege is awesome. But you got the Flexi right there. Then you got the Execute, Lip Cream, Concrete Socks, and fucking Hyrax. I believe this is, what is it called? Like a promo song for their first album. Next release, classic stuff, some of my favorite stuff from Germany that's ever been released. This is Necronomicon. If you're into stuff like Sodom, you're into stuff like Destruction, and you don't know Necronomicon, you're definitely slipping. Necronomicon, my favorite thing about them is their vocals. Lots of Destruction sounding stuff, Sodom sounding stuff. The riffs are just fucking great. Proto black stuff. Sorry, I'm stuttering. But this stuff is just great. This is a repress on High Roller Records. I do have the first press of this. You can definitely tell those dudes are German. Came with a lot of stuff. Got a badass poster of the album artwork. Got lyric sheets, some band photos, lots of inserts. High Roller Records. They do a great job. Everything they repress, I want to get just because they do it so well. This is 180 grams. I got this because of the color. I'm one of those nerds. It's on black, on white with a black splatter. Necronomicon, self-titled, came out in 1986. If you haven't heard it, this is just awesome stuff. Check it out. Up next, a release everybody should have in their collection. I am talking about the almighty Hellhammer. This is Blood Insanity. It has tracks Blood Insanity, Maniac. It's kind of cool that Tom was able to make a Hellhammer 7-inch. This is a gatefold. Really love everything that Tom G has done. Maybe not everything. He has made some turds. That is for sure. But Hellhammer's classic. Kind of Discharge influence. Lots of... They just changed what metal was in the 80s. Black metal took influence from them. Death metal took influence from them. Even the fucking DB community took influence from Hellhammer. You see fucking crusty, dirty punks have Hellhammer back patches. It's kind of cool, I think. But Hellhammer, it's awesome. I think you can still get that pretty cheap. If you're a Hellhammer collector like I am, you definitely need it, man. Next one, gem in my collection. Showed some Frost stuff before. With all of them getting repressed, I was excited. Just jamming them all the time. Frost is one of my favorite bands. I have many, of course. These records are pretty expensive, the ones I've been showing. This one's a bit cheaper than the noise pressing. This is Celtic Frost. This is the metal blade pressing. If you're curious about what the original looks like, all of you probably have it out there now. This is red. You can tell the metal blade pressing by the white one, of course. Of course, this is Morbid Tales. First released by Frost. Different from Hellhammer, more cohesive. They got rid of a lot of the dirty parts, which I liked. In my opinion, I kind of like Hellhammer more than Frost. Frost is still amazing, especially Monotheist. Monotheist is just, they're in their own ballgame with that record. It's like Amoebix's Sonic Mass. They're just incomprehensible. They're like a sound. But this is where it all started with Frost. Morbid Tales. This is probably my second favorite Celtic Frost release. Classic stuff. Really want the represses. I will get them eventually. But that's all I have to say today. Thank you guys for watching my video. Really appreciate it. Comment down below. You can like, subscribe, you can dislike, unsubscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. Peace.